1, prepare.
We're not prepared.
Check that off the list. 2, stay sober.
Not happening.
Welcome to the best kind of worst.
No one fucking cares.
Everyone cares.
Who?
I care.
Dick suck.
So there I am in the parking lot. Underwear and a guinea.
Hang out in the backseat of a 7-Eleven.
It's animal!
We might die.
So you want to talk about those lesbians?
We need a Bay update.
I slept on the fucking tile! What I want, you've got, and it might be hard to handle. Like a flame burns a candle. The candle feeds a flame. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Is it?
Is it what?
Is it you make my dreams come true, or you make my creams come through?
Well, I thought it was dreams come true, but I think you bring up a valid point.
Creams come through. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Meow low.
It works.
Meow low. Little Hall & Oates.
To bring us in on the 6th installment.
I love that. I always say episode, but I love installment.
It's not bad,
you
right?
know, it's like a self-help
Maybe
book. Like, I'm on
everything.
the 5th installment. You know?
Right? You know?
Yeah. What's good?
Right. Well, I don't know.
Should we give him a background of how shit this is going to be today? Since we're both like two invalids sitting on the runner-up couch.
Oh, well, we're always just two invalids sitting on the runner-up couch, but
That's true.
So I'm not sure it's any different.
Yeah, we had a nice good tea time today. For those of you that don't know what tea times are, it's not when you drink tea and have crumpets. It's when you go play golf.
Though we did talk about possibly throwing some tea into the ocean.
That's coming up. The 4th of July.
4th of July is coming up.
That's probably my favorite
few
holiday.
Weeks. It's a good holiday.
It's my favorite. It's the one day where you literally, like, your whole if your whole objective on the 4th of July is, first off, honor your soldiers. Second, try to become the American flag.
Just become the flag.
Become the flag.
Become the flag. If there's
paint yourself.
Nothing else you do.
Sew yourself into some tapestry. Tapestry.
Tapestry.
I'm not a sewer. I don't know.
Tapestry.
I don't know.
Sounds good. But what you're saying is become the American flag.
Become the embodiment. You know.
Yes.
You know, wear a cape, run around, paint yourself up. You know,
light up the town.
Drink some local American beer.
Yeah.
What else would you want with a holiday?
Not much.
Not that bullshit holiday like Christmas 3.
Yeah, God. Yeah, so we had a tea time today in 103. What was it, 103?
Yeah, someone said it was 103.
103 degrees. Being the assholes that we are, we never even checked what the weather was. We just stood out there sweating for 4 hours.
Dude, and we had some people in front of us. They weren't terrible, but they were playing super slow.
They were slow. Plus, they were 3, and we were only 2.
And they were all playing.
But then we had a twosome on our ass.
Yeah, and they were all playing from different tees. So you had the son playing from middle, the dad playing from senior, and mom playing from women. So yeah,
took some time.
The front nine was fine. I didn't really feel the heat too much, but after that little turn break where you grab a snack, you know, us assholes, we decided to mow down an entire burger.
Yeah,
and
a nice beer,
and we go out for the last 9 holes, and
well, I think the sun was more consistently out, whereas like on the front 9 it was out, it was sunny, but it wasn't that direct heat.
I think it was more above us now because the time.
Well, that's true too, of course.
It could be. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist. What the weatherologist?
Sounds good.
I think I got it right the first time.
I think you had it right the first time.
But yeah, we just got beat down with sun. Came here. I fell asleep in the studio on the studio floor.
I'm not sure you could call it falling asleep. I think you borderline died for a couple hours.
I 100% passed out.
Yeah, you're out.
I remember coming back. I guess waking up, but I had my phone in my hand and I was still like I was like mid scroll on an Instagram.
Scrolling the webs.
I was out for like a good probably 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But I don't remember falling asleep. Like I honestly, like I was showing him some Instagrams back and forth. Next thing you know, I wake up and I'm like passed out, face into the carpet.
Yeah.
here at the studio.
I stuck my finger in your ear for a split second, and you kind of looked at me and then rolled over.
I don't remember
Went back
that.
to sleep.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I remember hearing Arrested Development in the background and
Yep.
yelling about something.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
And I ended up taking a little nappy poo on the couch as well. The old runner-up. God, it's a good sleeping couch. It's a good nap couch.
It's so wide, and you don't get couches like that today.
No, yeah, it's
Like
it's
couches
nice and
today
deep.
are like they're like almost like 3 chairs, you know? Like when you
Yeah.
get like a 3-tier couch deal.
Yeah,
It's almost like a damn chair where
we
couches
could
used
fit
to be
5 people
longer.
on this bitch if we want
You know,
to.
like the long used to.
Yeah, you get that deep.
You know,
Helps you really for sleeping. It helps you really sink
that
in.
width.
You got that girth.
Yeah. So like 2 people could lay side by side on here very comfortably. Like today's couches,
Yeah, you
you
can
really
get a
can't
good
do
cuddle. You can get a good cuddle going
Yeah.
on this couch. But
that.
anyway,
Yeah, we should open up a furniture business.
yeah, that deep couch.
So yeah, we had borderline heat exhaustion.
Yeah. That's for sure. So
That's how today's gonna go.
so we're not really sure what's gonna happen, but I guess we usually start off talking about our weeks.
How's
So,
your week been? Your first week
first full week?
a free man.
First full week. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. I do need to start getting out there looking for a little more work coming up, but I'm good for a couple weeks now. Hit the first week pretty hard on doing some edits. Went on a couple shoots. So yeah, it was a good week. It was
fantastic. Shot a wedding.
I did. I shot a wedding. I did some photos for a wedding. I shot a couple scenes for a sizzle reel for a pilot show that I'm working on, and I went and collected like some social media assets for myself. Went and took some pictures around town. So, yeah.
Social media assets.
I didn't know what else to call it. I took pictures to post online. So that,
Made it sound good.
sounds official, right?
Yeah.
That's a thing. So yeah, that was my week. It was pretty busy. I did a few edits, did a few shoots. Went and spent the weekend down in Sarasota for Friday night, Saturday. Came back today.
Not too bad.
Sunday, and yeah, that was my week. How about you?
Study, gym,
Repeat.
studied in gym,
Yeah. Repeat.
studied in gym.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that's my week.
Nice.
I don't think I did anything like
Nothing.
strange. I mean, I tried a Kinder Egg.
Okay.
It was divine.
Was it?
It was one of those ones with the toy on the other side.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And that's the reason why like some of the Kinder Eggs aren't sold in the U.S. because there's one of them that has like the toy embedded in the chocolate.
And we're too stupid to take it out.
Well, I guess just I don't know if it's the FDA or the Food and Agriculture.
Yeah,
but they just
yeah.
don't because it's a choking hazard.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Just I don't know. But I was gonna say something horrible, but I'll just plead the fifth or take the high road.
Sure.
But yeah, I had a Kinder Egg. It was wonderful. It's probably the most exotic thing I did this week.
Exotic.
Honestly, we shouldn't even ask me what I do during the week.
Yeah.
We should ask you and just move on.
That helps. It helps.
I went to Armature Works last night. That was interesting. A lot of people.
What's that about?
So it was this old abandoned fortress in Tampa that used to be for pirates.
Oh, okay.
Because it's on the Hillsborough
it's
River
in Tampa, so it's pirates.
Yeah, and it's red brick, and it's pretty big. Cathedral ceiling, the whole deal. And they just basically turned it into a place where hipsters come and play like life-size chess. But I'm talking like the chessboard is like on the floor, and it's like the people are the pieces. And
so it's not even like just huge pieces.
I mean, they have the pieces, I think.
Okay.
I only
but people
saw it
were
for
playing
a split
it.
second, yeah.
So you have to stand on one square.
Yeah, and then they got the checkers.
Mm.
And they basically turned the inside into an super upscale food court, essentially. So it's just like...
interesting.
It's like restaurants around Tampa,
put their
but
little
like little side menus and like there's a few food trucks that have stalls. I guess they're called stalls. That's the way they call it.
Yeah.
Stalls.
Sounds interesting.
So like one of those people from Tampa will know this, but the old manager for the Rays, now the manager for the Chicago Cubs, Joe Madden.
Yep.
He invested in a restaurant, very upscale restaurant in South Tampa, and they made pizza like on the side, like they made like artisan pizza.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they hit it big in the pizza, so they have like a instead of having a full blown restaurant there, they make pizzas.
Just got the pizzas for that. That's cool. So you can go there, get a pie.
Yeah, they have all kinds of stuff. They got this the ice cream place the line was like 4 rows deep, and they were estimating like an hour plus wait.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was there. With the amount of people.
What was the company? What kind of ice cream was this?
Astro, I believe.
What does it matter?
I didn't even care. We went to some place in Ybor. Yeah, it was a cool place. I'd go back.
Nice.
It was weird. You had to pay $5 to park, but then they gave you a voucher for $5 off food inside. So I don't know if that's a way to like.
What's the point?
When I thought about it, I was like, maybe that's just a way for them to get metrics on.
Yeah.
Like which's most popular.
I guess so.
I don't know, but
Could
that
be.
was cool.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean the food was kind of artsy and different. They had like ramen. They had some poke bowls. There's this place making sushi burritos, which looked great. I just couldn't.
Oh, really?
I couldn't eat all the rice. Yeah.
Oh, I need to go get one of those.
I guess that's the highlight of my week. I've been pretty strict on my my keto Guido diet.
Keto Guido.
Yeah. Yeah.
Been strict on that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I love going keto this time of the year. You got to get that beach bod. You got to get that dad bod out of here.
Dad bod.
I don't even have kids.
Yeah, you don't need to have kids to have a dad bod.
I guess so. It's awkward though if you don't, right?
I'm not sure who it's awkward for, but
everyone else that's not you.
I guess.
I don't know.
But I guess that's the same when you're a dad too, right?
Yeah, I've been pretty strict on the keto diet. I actually feel a lot better. I've been drinking over a gallon of that water every day.
Except for today.
The one day.
The one day you actually needed it. That's good. Water, no carbs, no sugar.
Water, keto, Guido, armature work, study gym. That's been my week. Kinder egg. Yeah, but
that doesn't
honestly,
really fall on the.
If you're in Florida,
keto.
I think the Wawas now have like a stand in the front. Man, go get yourself a handful of them Kinder eggs.
Yeah, I haven't had one.
God.
I do love their no buenos. Or buenos, not no buenos. They're fantastic. Those little candy bar ones, you break them off. Your dad had them a couple weeks ago.
Oh, of course he does.
He's like the Kinder champ around
here.
Dude,
he's gonna buy stock in Kinder.
I think he might.
He's gonna be the general manager of distribution.
He might need to slow down on that sugar intake.
Oh, don't even get me started. I watched him make a cup of coffee the other day, and I got diabetes watching him make that cup of coffee.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, my glycemic index skyrocketed. Yeah. So I don't think a little niblet of chocolate's gonna hurt him.
No, a little brick or two a day ain't gonna hurt.
Him and Michelle, man, they go fucking insane with sugar, man. They love it.
I do too.
They love that way. You're addicted
Just
to
had
it.
to cut back.
Thursday, probably because I really started hard like Sunday. Thursday, I was going through full white sugar withdrawals.
Yeah?
I mean, full
on?
Yeah, there was this tub of Bluebell in the freezer, and I just kept opening the freezer door and staring at it and just like, can't have it.
Can't do it.
But I could taste it. Like, I couldn't get the taste out of my mouth.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. Bluebell ice cream. Now I just want ice cream.
Oh, and it's that cookies and cream with cookie dough.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Got that extra.
Oh my.
Get that extra hitter in there.
Get that hitter. But yeah.
Nice. All right.
That's
Well, keto Guido, sushi burrito. That you didn't
Couldn't
eat.
have said it better.
Beater.
I can't speak today.
Beater.
I lost so many
Said it
brain
beater.
cells in that heat stroke.
Say to beater.
So, I mean, if you guys are listening, this is episode 6.
Episode 6.
We literally just uploaded our first 2 episodes.
First 2 are up, ready to go. So if you're listening to this, maybe you listen to those. If you haven't, trek on back and give them a listen.
Yeah.
We're on SoundCloud officially.
Yep.
We're waiting for approval through iTunes. We should have that in the next day or so.
Yeah. Once we get up on iTunes, then we'll figure out how to get
Android,
Google Music, I think it
Google
is.
Play.
Yeah,
Whatever it is for
whatever the plebeians use. I don't know, man. I can't stand Androids. This isn't coming from someone that's only used iPhones. Like the both of us have used Androids previously.
Yeah.
Can't stand it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, but obviously things have changed, but yeah, last time I tried using one, I didn't like it. So
shit's blowing up and killing people.
Yeah, that's actually one of the articles I have today.
That's not even pre-planned, ladies and gentlemen.
No, that's not. That's actually, hold on. I know I have it. Oh, right here. ABC News. Woman says cell phone burst into flames, destroyed car while she was driving.
It destroyed her car.
Yeah, look at the picture. I'm not even sure you could call that a car anymore.
Oh my God.
It's just burnt to a crisp.
I don't know if she had leather or cloth seats, but it's burned down to the metal.
Yeah, it's all just, metal. So, what she had 2 phones. She had a Galaxy S6, I believe. Let me see. Hold on.
Well, the 7s, right, were the ones that were blowing up.
The Notes. The Note
7s.
I think it was a Note 7, or was it? Or was it a Note 4? Or was it I don't know.
It wasn't the Note 4.
One of those last year, the year before, was the one that was blowing up. You couldn't even have, the Note 7. Yeah, Galaxy Note 7 had problems overheating.
Yeah, I knew it was I knew the number was 7.
Even the FAA banned the Note 7 on all flights. So she had 2 phones for whatever reason. She had a Galaxy S4 and a Galaxy S8 in her cup holder. She said she saw a quick spark and one of the phones caught on fire. She said, I thought I was going to die when I saw the sparks in the fire. She was able to pull over to the side of the road and get out. And Samsung is looking into it. There's a possible lawsuit with her and her lawyer. But it hasn't become official. And Samsung said they're doing their own investigation and trying to figure out what happened. Because neither of those phones have had issues to the point where, at least none that I know of, they didn't say that there have been any issues. But basically what Samsung said is that neither of those phones have had recalls for any reason like that. So they're not really sure.
Yeah, what's alarming to me is that it's not like she was sitting. It's not like they were just sitting in the car, hot in the sun. No, she probably got her AC on. It's probably.
I would imagine. Yeah, I don't.
It's a decent temperature. It might not be like cold.
I don't know where
car.
she was, but.
Could you imagine that?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Could you imagine driving down the
Michigan?
road? Yeah, so Michigan doesn't get too hot.
No, I mean not this time of year. It shouldn't be that hot, right?
Could you imagine sitting in your car, and your cup holder? You got that little doohickeys for the Uber drivers, whatever.
Yep.
And the thing just sparks.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I mean, what are you doing? You stop in the car? You rolling out?
There was a comment from her, something about like, well, what if I was stuck in traffic and couldn't get out of the car? I'm not really sure how you would not be able to get out of the car if you were sitting in traffic.
First thing you do is just open the door.
You just open the door and walk out, just like you did on the side of the road.
And be a good person and tell the other people, my car's about to blow up.
Yeah. So you might want to get out of your car and
you
run.
might want to give me a 5-foot radius.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't just get out the car running. People, they're going to think you're high as a kite.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So tell people.
So luckily, she wasn't in traffic, so she pulled over. But that's pretty crazy.
I don't know what's worse, the cell phone blowing up or her saying, how would I get out of the car?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm not really sure at this point. But that was a good unplanned segue, because that was one of the articles.
That kind of stuff's not funny though, because
no, it's not funny. It's fucking awful.
Do you remember the?
I can only imagine if my phone burst into flames while I'm driving down the road.
Yeah. Yeah, oh God. The
Fuck.
good thing about the iPhones is specifically when you're like when it gets real hot, it gives you that little temperature
tells you and
sign
it shuts off.
it shuts off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I used to bring my old iPhone 6, I think it was, in the sauna.
Yeah.
And it would be good for like 15 minutes, and then it would be like, oh, we're powering down. It's too hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know modern day Android. I don't know if they have the same kind of deal, but it's kind of
You would think they'd have some kind of safety like that.
I think
obviously things happen, but
and that's just pure speculation. But I think,
of course,
on my part, I think we're at a time where people want to get battery life is like
we're
huge
stretching.
thing, right? So we're trying to pack
really
in these specific.
pushing the limits.
A lot of these that are blowing up are those lithium ions.
Yeah.
And I think what we're doing is we're trying to get the most bang for our buck. Because, of course, batteries...
Exactly. Everybody wants it to last as long as possible.
Well, they want long battery life, but they don't want the phone to weigh anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways, right? You remember old cell phones. Those things that was the majority of the weight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now the majority of the weight is sitting in your bezels, your screen, your LCD, your automator, whatever. And the batteries are becoming more, less heavy. I think if the batteries were made a little bit more thicker, a little more stubby, make them more safer.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. It's speculation on my part.
Of course.
But you see this with
possibly not though, because a lot of those old and a lot of them are safer now. They found ways to make lithium batteries safer, but a lot of the old like RC car and helicopter batteries, like you had to charge them in a fireproof bag because they could explode. Mm-hmm. So I mean, we've definitely come a long way from that. But still, you're stretching the limits.
They're all flammable,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like those. What were those stupid 2-wheel things that you stood on? It wasn't a Segway, but it was like the ghetto Segway.
Oh, the hoverboard things that all the kids were getting a couple years ago.
Those things were blowing up left and
they
right
were.
because you had the one company that made them.
You couldn't bring them on a plane.
Well, you had
they wouldn't even let you check them.
That one official company that made them, they were like a solid $500, right?
Yeah.
And then you had all the
cheap
aftermarket companies making them for like $99, $150, and one by one,
cheaping out on the batteries.
Shit just starts blowing up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Pretty fucked up. I might have mentioned this in another episode. I don't remember. But it's funny because you were talking about how in the heat in the sauna, the iPhones give you that message and the phone shuts off. I've been in Canada a few times in like negative temperatures, like negative 15, negative 20, and I get the same message.
Oh, no shit.
From the phone being so cold. But it tells me it's overheating because it doesn't know that it's cold. It just knows that this is an extreme temperature I'm not meant to deal with.
That's cool.
And I'm shutting off.
I wonder what happens to some of the Middle Eastern countries that are like 130.
All the time, yeah.
I wonder what happens to cell phones then. Do they still get the message or whatever?
Tough, yeah.
It's interesting.
I mean, I'd imagine they get the message, but maybe there's a little bit different threshold, or I don't know. I mean, if it's 130, are you really just walking around outside all day with a cell phone?
I don't know. Are you not? Are you not?
I don't know either.
Are you not?
Maybe.
I don't know.
You might not be.
I don't know.
You might be.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and hopefully Samsung does the right thing, buys this lady a new car, takes care of her.
Oh, if they find it's because of their phone, I'm sure they will. You know,
my worst, the worst.
I mean, who knows what really happened? What she was doing? Was she doing something with those phones? You know.
Well, I'm already questioning it because she doesn't know how to get out of a car in traffic.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. So we can't go by that.
I'm sitting with.
Can't go by her word quite yet.
No one should have to go through that.
No.
Because I mean, what if you just? I mean, hypothetical. You just get out of the car for a second, and your phone's just thrown there, and you got kids, you got animals in the car. Yeah. Thing blows up. It's not good.
No, it's terrible.
Or the person's just walking down the street and thing blows up in their pocket.
Yeah. I mean, if it's something where the phone just sparked and caught on fire, that could have happened anywhere. She was lucky the phone was in her cup holder.
And like, what's the average? Like, I didn't get a cell phone, I think, till I was like 14 or 15.
Yeah.
Like, I see kids now like 8 years old. Kids.
Oh yeah, walking around.
I see kids like
iPads,
5 and
phones.
4. Tweaking on an iPad.
Yep.
Thing blow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Thankfully, I don't think I've ever heard of an iPad blowing up. But You get a Samsung Galaxy Note 7.
Yeah.
That thing's like a phone tablet.
Yeah.
So the thing blows up in the kid's hand.
Yeah,
Kids got
terrible.
acid on their face.
Yep.
No.
No good.
I mean, this goes
No
back.
good.
I don't like to like echo other people's things, but like I have to echo Chris D'Elia. If it doesn't work 100% of the time, I don't want it.
Don't come out with it.
Yeah. Keep it back in keep it back
Yeah.
in
Keep
the
it
drawing
until
board.
it's good.
And when you get 100% efficiency, then put it out.
Yeah. Then toss it out there.
Yeah.
Then I want it.
Yeah. Like I dropped a call the other day and thought about just taking my phone back.
Just go back to the store.
I was on the phone with you,
turn
and,
it in.
the fucking the thing dropped like two
Turn
times.
it in. Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna drive to Verizon and tell them I
Fuck
don't
this
want this
phone.
anymore. Why? It
Doesn't work.
doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
No, but stuff like that, like when you have like software failure or something like that, that's different. When you have a battery exploding,
Yeah.
these things go through rigorous testing for like 6 or 8 months,
Mm-hmm.
and for you to have no cases of this, and then you go to production, and now you have hundreds of phones blowing up, that's a problem.
Absolutely.
Either you switch something at the last minute, or you're not putting it through enough testing. One or the other.
Yeah. Very
So-
true. And I like Samsung. I think they're a good company. They make a lot of good products, but
That's the only TV and monitor I buy. I love Samsung. Yeah,
that's what I got.
yeah.
It's good stuff. But yeah, I don't know. If this was just one of their phones randomly exploding, that's not a good look.
Not a good look.
Especially after the debacle they had with the...
I mean, they recalled an
Note.
entire edition of their phone.
Of course they did, because they
that-
knew they had to. But it happened, so that's already shitty. And then, you get one that doesn't have an issue, and then this one just kind of randomly happens. So, and they didn't specify in the article whether it was the 4 or the 6, but because she had both.
Well, first
Didn't
off,
say
get
which
rid of
one
that
exploded.
4.
Well, yeah,
Get rid of that 4.
that hit her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was an interesting segue. Got right into it.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to keep it on track with cars, I do have another article here that I was
Keep it rolling.
kind of laughing at.
No sense to get off
I mean,
of
it's not funny, but I don't think anybody got hurt, is what the article said, so it's still kind of funny. Drunk garbage truck driver leaves 9 cars totally destroyed in his wake. So this dude in Brooklyn, New York, is a garbage truck driver.
There's always the cities that it always comes from. It's like Brooklyn, Chicago,
He's 40.
Miami.
Yeah, just Saturday morning, coming down the street shit-faced, plowed into 9 cars on the side of the street, all parked, took out a tree, and knocked over a house's front porch.
How do you? Oh, wait. Wait. How do you knock a front porch out?
Yeah, I'm not sure. And I looked at pictures, and I wasn't necessarily seeing
Are you just knocking the stoop or like the steps off?
the front porch. There's a bunch of car destruction here and a tree, but I'm not seeing anything with a front porch. Yeah, and so he was arrested, obviously. I guess he refused to take a breathalyzer test.
See, I think where they're standing on the stairs here, I think he might have,
That's
like I said,
part of it.
he knocked the stoop off.
Yeah,
Is that what you
maybe
call
it
that?
was a different stoop too, because like they're obviously standing on that one.
Because that would make
so
sense.
there's
'cause
probably
those-
another. In New York, you get all them long
Yeah.
stoops coming
Yeah.
down,
Yeah.
So he probably knocked one of those out. But yeah, 9 cars, a tree, and a front porch. Yeah, and the company is saying that obviously they're going to come out with their standard. We have a track record of safety. We drug test all the drivers periodically. Just appears that the driver decided to get drunk that day and start driving the truck around New York.
Look, this is just my thought of just hearing this just now.
Oh, and he
Those-
left the scene of the accident.
Oh, excellent. Those dump trucks, man, they're huge.
Yeah.
They should install the little breathalyzer to start the car
To
thing.
even just start it.
That would alleviate all this problem. If you're drunk and you dare come to work and you try to drive that thing, you blow into it, you piss hot, you're done. It ain't starting. Done deal. The court puts them on people's cars after the third DUI, or their second, I think maybe. I think after your third, they just take your license away.
Yeah, and I think that depends on the state too. But
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they are installing those on a lot of cars nowadays.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
No, hey, you know what? If you got a problem and you can't, if you're always trying to go drive around after drinking too much,
because they drive early in the morning. Like I think they start like 5, 6 o'clock. I mean, I guess it varies.
Garbage trucks, yeah, I mean,
but
definitely.
I've always had
so he was probably out Friday night
early.
drinking, and then shit, I got to go to work.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna have, because I mean, the city obviously runs different days for different sections,
of course.
Right? So I mean, if you're gonna have them if you're in that section for the Saturday, you know, it would be smart to put the little breathalyzer deal in the trucks and.
Yeah, well, it'd also be smart for a 40-year-old not to go to work shit-faced.
Hey, we could start there, but I mean,
but it happens.
People aren't. I don't want to say people aren't bright because that's insensitive, but I'm never surprised. I'm never surprised.
At this point,
when I hear something
be.
like really far-fetched, I'm not surprised.
No.
You know,
I don't think that's very far-fetched.
40-year-old drunk drove his dump truck and
Yeah.
careened into 9 cars in a stoop. Oh, cool.
Probably not the first time it's happened.
Yeah. Talk to me tomorrow. Talk to me when you get double-digit cars.
Yeah. Double digits. At least he got a tree and a stoop too,
I feel
right?
bad for that tree. It's probably a good tree.
Probably was a good tree.
Yeah. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah, please.
It's simple.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Not good.
Yeah, don't go to work drunk either.
No. Unless it's like Friday.
But I guess that used to be like the standard, right? Because like,
well, that's the thing. I mean, the problem too is, you know, it was a little more acceptable to have a drink at work.
Thing.
You know, but I also think, well, not necessarily because there are probably just as many issues, but in a different sense. But I was going to say, I feel like maybe there was a little more responsibility and understanding.
Oh, 40 years ago, people took responsibility for their actions, 100%.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
they knew.
Not happening too much.
I mean, they were all getting drunk and driving, but, you know, they could maintain at work and have a glass of whiskey in a meeting, you know? I don't know.
There was less cars on the road. There was,
that's it, yeah. It's a different time.
It's a different,
Different time.
Different time, different era.
This whole time we're talking about it, I just keep picturing Mad Men because they just all get shit-faced and go drive around.
Yeah, I love John Hamm. I'm just picturing John Hamm.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that one? Nope.
What?
John Hamm.
John Hamm. Yeah. What? Nothing else.
What else you got?
I got a few more. A few other things. Actually, I got another car one.
Jesus, what did you get his tickets to NASCAR too?
Yeah, round and round. So this one caught my eye. I'll read the headline for you so you can understand why. Liquid poo rains on woman and son sitting in car. Liquid poo.
Was it oil?
No, liquid poo. Not sure why you would call it liquid poo, but Canadian woman claims the feces shower believed to have come from a passenger aircraft left her with conjunctivitis in both eyes. God, that sucks. British Columbia.
Oh, was she in a convertible?
She was in British Columbia, haunted by an experience. It says it happened a month ago, but it was dated just a couple days ago. When she was sprayed by liquid poo. She and her adult son were sitting in her car at a stoplight. So I would assume, when the feces came pouring in through the sunroof.
Oh.
While we were sitting there, our car was inundated with liquid poo falling from the sky. I had it on my face, down my shirt. My entire car and the vehicle beside us were all covered in it. Why? I'm still wondering why they're calling it liquid poo, but I guess because it's more liquidy, but it's still
Well, because when you're coming from like a passenger aircraft,
Well,
you're probably
that
10,000
too.
feet up.
Yeah.
So the temperature and the barometric changes probably liquefies the poo.
God. Imagine that. Imagine just sitting at a light with your sunroof open. Not sure who does that. I guess in Canada it's good. It's too hot.
I used to have a sunroof on
It's too
one
hot
of my
here
cars.
for that shit. Most of the time, anyway.
Yeah, I loved opening it.
But just sitting there at a light, and you get shit on.
What would you rather, liquid poo or bird shit?
That's a tough one because I feel like with bird shit, it's going to be probably a little bit smaller, so you wouldn't have completely got covered like they did. Probably not as much, especially if it's just coming from one bird. But birds are kind of disgusting. But so are humans. I might go bird. I've had a bird poo on me before, so
Yeah, I think I'd rather have bird
not
shit
out
on
in the
me.
wild, but
I think I'd rather have a bird shit on me.
yeah. I think bird. I think bird's better.
Yeah. No, it's unfortunate. Sitting in a stoplight, get shit on.
God, it's fucking awful.
I mean, yeah, that's bad luck.
Yeah, that's just shit luck.
I need you to go talk to a psychic, probably.
Me?
No, the lady.
Oh.
I like how the article said adult son.
Yeah, it had to specify adult son. I mean, I guess I feel better about that I know.
Yeah,
Because if it just said son, I would have thought it was like a kid.
Oh, 100%.
And I would have felt worse. I mean, not that I don't feel bad. It sucks, but I think it'd be worse if it was on a kid, you know?
Yep.
Not sure why, but...
Because you don't want shit like that to happen to a kid.
You're bringing it out.
I did it.
I did it.
No, that sucks. I mean, what do? Do you just keep driving? Do you drive home? Do you get out of the car?
I mean...
Jesus, do you have a water bottle? Do you spray yourself with water?
I don't
Then
know.
you get it everywhere else?
But I mean, it said the whole car, both of them and the car on the side of them were covered.
Do you just, I mean, do you put what's the thing that the police do? Do you put an APB out?
APB out on a serial shitter?
Craft, a commuter craft. Do you get residuals? I mean, do you put a claim through insurance? Because, like, that poo is going to be a little bit chemically altered because the temperature changes and all that.
So how does that...
So, I mean, does it stay in the car? I mean, if you got car just dumped, like...
But so where did that come from, though? Because if it's...
I know some of the smaller planes...
They just dump straight out like an RV?
Straight out, yeah.
Like some of those RVs do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was... Because it didn't specify, I don't think, too much about the...
Because I think the theory behind it is it's supposed to, like, disintegrate before, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Or be so minute that you won't notice.
They were probably flying low or something.
Yeah.
I
could also be a bird, just have, like, massive diarrhea. But
yeah, because it just says a passing aircraft. I didn't see anything
What if the aircraft
else.
did it on purpose?
Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, we just talked about this.
That's funny as shit.
Wouldn't surprise me.
That's funny.
An administrator from Transport Canada told her the government department would investigate the possibility of frozen lavatory waste called blue ice falling from an aircraft, according to the Globe. Okay. Spokesperson from the airport. There is no connection to an aircraft, as Transport Canada's investigation is still ongoing. Yeah, they don't. Aircraft with washroom facilities on board are equipped with an enclosed sewage holding tank that is designed to be emptied at special facilities at airports. Yeah, so I mean, the company is saying, like, look, our planes hold it and we dispose of it properly. But that's about all they got so far, at least as of a couple days ago.
How do you clean that out of the car?
I just go and get it detailed and have somebody else do it.
Do you just go get a new car? I might just
Might just
consider
get a new car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Check
that
this
might
out.
have to happen.
I don't know. I don't know if I could like sit in
Just
it.
so that's what you do. You don't even go home. You just drive into a lot.
Yeah. I'm driving it right down to,
Drive it to a lot and find a clothes store.
find your nearest CarMax. Just trade it out.
It's fair trade.
Yeah. Get the Kelly Blue Book. Don't tell them there was shit in it.
No.
I remember one time I took a car to CarMax. It was my...
The old PT.
Yeah, it was a PT. Yeah, in order for the engine not to overheat, you had to run the AC because the AC fan would keep the engine it would help keep it cool. So when I was getting the little Kelly Blue Book appraisal deal, I made sure to leave the switches for the AC on, so when they cranked up the engine, everything was nice and cool.
Never would have thought about it.
Never noticed.
AC's on. Good to know. AC works. You get an extra $100 for that.
Gave me a little over Kelly Blue Book.
You swindled them.
Little do they know.
Swindled them.
Little do they know. You flick that thing off, his shit's overheating.
Oh God, you fucked over some 15-year-old.
No, they don't sell cars that have been wrecked previously, and
so they were just gonna probably get a little cash on the side for it.
Well, they probably do what Pi did when he wrecked the Honda.
Yeah.
They'll probably just either keep it for parts or scrap it piece by piece.
Yeah.
That's the thing that people don't know. You
can make more money doing it that way.
When Pi wrecked the Honda, I think the guy was like, "Yeah, I'll give you $1,500," and I think Pi pulled the engine out and got $3,000 for just the engine.
Yeah, I think so, something like that.
So
I know he definitely got more than he was going to.
Yeah, that's a win right there.
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of car stuff.
Yeah, man.
A lot of car shit.
Yeah. Riding that Talladega.
So,
I got a question for you.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
What you got?
How much do you think it costs to defect from North Korea?
Okay, so if I was living in North Korea and wanted to defect, how much would it cost me?
Yes. Now I'll give you some hints here.
Okay.
So the first question is why defect? Answer that yourself.
Well, that's clear.
Okay.
Don't really need to.
The typical North Korean makes about $4 US per day, with most people making right at about under $1,000 US per year.
Okay.
Okay. Now, why would you pay to defect? Because there are people that can help you. So there's two routes. There's two main ways.
No, who are you paying?
There's people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like underground people.
Yeah, so you have to pay them for them to risk getting you out.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was figuring.
So there's two different routes. So you can do this on your own, but you have a better chance if you pay someone because they know the routes.
Yeah.
They know the schedule for the guards.
They've got it figured out.
Kim Jong-un,
their job.
since 2007, has been beefing up security to make sure people aren't defecting. There's a direct route, which is what the guy did in 2017, the soldier.
Yep.
When he literally just crossed the border in that car. Because once you cross that line in South Korea, you're clear. They can't do anything. They can't shoot you, nothing, but they were shooting at him.
Yeah.
Or you can take the Yalu or Tumen rivers in the north to get into China. But that's just the first stage, because then you have to pass from China to Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, and Myanmar or in some combination before arriving to South Korea. If that's your destination is South Korea, because I think there's regulations. You can't be there's obviously some countries that don't take North Koreans.
Yeah.
And I think South Korea is very open to taking them because they know how bad it is because they share a border.
Exactly.
So, yeah, how much do you think it would cost to pay someone to help you defect?
So how much do these people charge, basically?
Exactly.
To get you out? Oh, man, it's tough. I kind of want to go one of two ways. I could think they're understanding, so they go cheap. But on the other side, they're risking their life, so, it's probably kind of high. Maybe it's a full year's salary of $1,000. Maybe it's more than that. Hope not, but fuck, I don't know. But then again, it might only be like $50 or $4 or. Oh God. I guess I'm gonna go with a year, 1,000.
1,000. All right. So the most recent statistic, and I get, it's hard to get statistics out of North Korea because it's North Korea. But out of the man, woman, child demographic, right now it's about 50% women that are defecting, and numbers have been decreasing because of the heightened security.
Yep.
So in 2009, it was 2,800 U.S.
Damn.
2009.
It was 3 years basically.
Yes.
Of pay.
Now this same woman
Damn.
she did a report with Al Jazeera News. She left her mom and her daughter.
Yep.
She defected and she went to South Korea or China, one or the other. And it cost her $2,800. In 2000, it just says a few years later. It doesn't give the exact date.
Mm-hmm.
She paid $6,000 to get her daughter out.
Damn. That's pretty crazy.
And now, in 2016, they're estimating that the bare minimum to pay someone to get you out of there,
10?
9,000.
9. Damn.
And that's like the bare minimum. With some thinking it's a little bit closer to 9,300.
Mm-hmm.
And getting across the river into China can cost you anywhere between. They're thinking total, like getting out of North Korea and then crossing the rivers into China.
Yep.
It could put you in the 13,000 range.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
These people got to save up for years to make that happen.
Well, and one, it's not happening as much as it used to.
Well, yeah.
Because
security, but also price.
The price is being driven by the amount of people, because the people the people that assist you with the defecting, they assist you because they cannot say no to the payday. That's a lot of money for them, right?
Yeah.
But if you are found to be helping people, if you're found to be one of the people that helps defectors, you're immediately put to death.
Yeah. So it's got to be worth it for them.
Yeah. There's no, hey, this is your warning. Don't do this again. No, you're
done.
Put immediately to death.
Yeah. So these are other North Koreans helping?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, but see, I think they make enough money to where they can live a decent lifestyle, and it doesn't.
Yeah, there may be some higher ups.
Yeah.
So they can justify, having that much money and living. Because
I watched a little documentary, and people that have a little bit of change, like especially if you live in capital city.
Yep.
Honestly, it's a lot different than I honestly thought. They have like a knockoff Apple store. People have cell phones. People are dancing in the streets.
Huh.
It's not. It does. It's not what you see when you. It's not what you think when you think of North Korea.
Yeah.
Now, the moment you go outside capital city, it's exactly what you think.
Oh yeah.
Exactly what you think. So yeah, the people, the defector helpers, they make about 4,000 of that money, because I guess
cost.
They're having to take that money, pay off obviously some people to get you to certain checkpoints.
Yep.
So
yeah, no,
I found that
sense.
I came across this. I thought it was very interesting.
Damn. Plus, they're probably having to maybe pay off extra people, or, with the heightened security, there's probably more there too. It drives up price.
Yeah, and that guy, the defector from 2017 that just drove across the border, essentially, they found him to have parasites. Like, he was very, very, very sick.
Yeah, I heard that.
The water's contaminated there. It's
terrible. It's terrible. It's just terrible.
Yeah, him and Kim Jong-un and President Trump they finally picked a location. It's going to be Singapore. They're going to meet in Singapore.
I think they're already there, aren't they?
I think it's going to happen in a couple of weeks.
I thought they were already heading there.
Oh, I don't know.
I thought I saw something about them already going, or maybe it was one of them got there early. Yeah, not sure. I did see something about them going, though.
Oh, no, they're both in Singapore. Yeah,
they're there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought
Yeah,
I
today.
saw they were already there. Today they went?
Yeah. I guess I think it's happening tomorrow, maybe.
Is this just to open up a little dialogue?
Yeah, I loved President Trump. He's like, I don't know how these talks are going to go right off the bat by my touch and feel.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
My touch and feel. Sounds like assault.
Who the fuck knows? But yeah, they're gonna have a sit down conversation.
Yeah.
Try to get those nuclear weapons out of North Korea.
All right, well, see how it goes, right?
Yeah. It's a pretty interesting little topic. Oh,
sure.
Man.
Oh, we're getting sensual.
Oh, man.
Let's answer it.
Little pony. Oh, I can answer my phone.
Well, it's already gone.
Hold on. The lady's calling.
Could throw her on real quick.
Man, I just saw myself on the FaceTime thing. I look horrendous.
Of course you do.
Jesus.
You had a heat stroke today.
I do not look anything appealing today.
Yeah.
I'm looking like nothing like a snack. Nothing like a snack.
Not even a little treat.
No. And
not even an after dinner mint.
Since I'm keeping on the trend of
no answer.
Yeah, she didn't answer. It's all right. Let's keep on the trend of prices. So
prices.
A couple of weeks ago, we had the historical royal wedding.
Yep.
I like to call it the royal nuptials because it just sounds more regal to me.
Nuptials.
Obviously, and I didn't know this until today. I didn't know this till today. They gave out nifty gifties, little gift bags to
That's
the
pretty standard at
people
weddings.
I didn't know that. We don't go to many weddings.
No, but I've been to a few, and you get a little baggie.
Cool.
Get a little baggie.
Oh, you know what I did?
Not always.
The last wedding I went to, we got little pictures because the photo booth thing.
Yeah, there you go. You get something out of it.
So the royal family gave nifty gifty bags to the people in attendance, and some people have put those little bags on eBay to sell.
Yeah, well,
with them
coming from the royals, I'd imagine it's some pretty fancy stuff.
So I'm not going to ask you the price because I already gave you the price.
You told me what they're selling for on eBay.
They're selling for $88,000 to $90,000 US. Mm-hmm. So my question is, for a bag.
My question is, what the fuck is in that bag?
Well, that's my question. What do you think is in this bag?
What do I think is in the bag?
That would incline someone to fork over $88,000 to $90,000.
Grand. Why is it a G and a K?
What's G and K?
Don't worry about it. We had that conversation.
Grand.
Yeah.
Why is it 80 G's or 80
grand
K's? Why isn't just 80
K's,
T's?
80 T's?
Thousands?
80,000?
A kilo?
Like K, a million?
Kilo's 1,000. It's a K.
100.
But grand.
Billion.
Why do we say grand?
Not sure.
I don't think I'm ever going to say grand ever again.
Why not? I like it.
Because there's no explanation for it. So
well, maybe there is. You just don't know it.
1,000.
Okay, I like it. Anyway, so what's in the bag?
I'll show you the bag, and
okay.
I would
Let
pay.
Me see the bag. So
I'd pay $100 for this bag.
That just looks like
it's a burlap.
A recycled.
It's a standard
tote bag.
Well, it's a burlap with a rope handle, handmade. I would pay $100 for this.
Well, you're an asshole.
Like the colors, love the H&M for Henry or Harry, whichever one it is, and Meghan M. The date. I love the blue color. I would pay $100 for just the bag.
Why?
I like tote bags. I don't know, man.
Do you even own a tote bag?
I got a whole bag of the Publix tote bags.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's different. But it looks like one of those Publix tote bags, but You can get one of those for $1.
You know who would pay an inexcusable amount of money for these bags? My mother.
Yeah. I was thinking
mother.
You might be going that route.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the bag. It's like a tote bag. It does have the rope handle, which is nice and stout. But it doesn't look that big, so I'm not sure. There's got to be a few pricey items in there then. For it to be going for that much. Although maybe, the price is probably a little high just because of what it is, and there's a limited amount. You get the bag itself and the items, but because of it being the royal wedding, you're probably stacking on an extra, 10 to 20 just because of that? Or do you think the items inside are actually worth the 90?
Possibly.
I mean, I think it's a possibility. I just feel like you're probably paying a little more for it, for what it is.
Yeah.
So I got no fucking clue what's in there. I don't know. Jewelry? Soaps?
She gave everyone iPhones.
Fine leathers?
Apple sponsored the whole thing. She gave away iPhones.
Exploding Samsungs?
No.
I really don't know.
All right. You
Gold
ready?
coins?
I'll give you the first item.
Okay.
First item. A bottle of water.
All right. So it's probably like one of them fancy bottles. So that's $5.
Standard bottle of water with a little royal insignia on it.
Okay. Well, they have to pay for that, so that's an extra $5.
Second thing. 2 round chocolates covered in like gold. It's like the insignia of the royal family. I'm not sure. It's like those little gold coins you used to have as a kid.
Yeah, the ones that you got chocolate all over my car.
Yep.
That one time?
Yeah, those.
Those are good.
That chocolate coin, yeah.
Okay, so a couple chocolate coins, a bottle of water. So we're at a whopping, what?
$5.25.
Yeah, okay.
A tin of shortbread cookies, little crumpets.
Okay, something to snack on while you're there. I like it. So an extra,
say $10 for
$1.29.
crumpets. I was gonna say 10. I don't know what shortbread cookies cost.
They're shortbread cookies. They can't be that much.
A magnet. A royal wedding magnet.
Okay, what's that look like? How big is that?
Standard refrigerator magnet.
Just a little square deal. Standard size, maybe 3x2, kind of size of a business card.
I think it's 3 by 1.5.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, your cards, like your little invitation deals, like saying you attended,
of course.
right?
Say thank you. You're here. Your name, whatever.
Your spectator badge to make sure that you're
actually supposed to be there.
You're good.
Okay.
You got the spectator badge. You got the little biscuit deals.
So if you're gonna pay $100 for the bag, we're under 120.
Your spectator badge.
And that's it? Or you got something else? That can't be it.
20% coupon off of Middle Ward Shop.
Oh, what?
That is the one-stop shop for all monarchy-related memorabilia.
Okay. Probably where they got all of the insignias made.
The official wedding program.
Mm-hmm.
And wait for it.
I'm waiting.
That's it.
So way overpriced.
We have shortbread. We have shortbread cookies.
I would have eaten those already. Would have eaten those while we were there. Drank that while I'm there.
Coupe.
Threw it away.
You got a coupe?
Shoved it in my wallet. Never to be seen again. My badge?
Your badge.
Gonna wear it.
I think people are just paying for the badge. If I had to pick one thing out of that bag,
yeah, that and the bag.
if I had to pick one or two
I'd
things.
say the bag itself is probably a
spectator.
big thing because they want if people just want to fucking look like they're worth something or they were somewhere. How about this? I give you 90 cents.
I mean, shit. I mean, what would you pay for a spectator? I mean, if you were that enthralled with the royal wedding, what would you pay for a spectator's badge?
I can't tell you because I'm not.
I could see someone being like, "Hey, I'll give you $50."
But even then, yeah, exactly. Like, I think, okay, it's cool, sure, great, something to see. Royal wedding only happens once every so many years. Cool. You didn't get to go. You probably watched it on TV as the rest of the world did, but $90,000 to have a bag and a badge? Go fuck yourself.
Got a phone call coming through.
Coming through?
Got a phone call.
Coming through.
We got the Canadian live on the podcast.
Live on the air. This is her midnight call. It's almost midnight.
Hello.
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 Get her up top. Get her up
Hello.
to the mic.
She's just flicking me off. I'm getting no
She
sound.
doesn't want to.
She's not ready to be on the podcast.
She wasn't ready.
She's not ready. All right. Oh, there we go. Now I got words.
Now she's talking shit. Just can't hear.
All right. I love you. Good night.
Hi. Love you. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah. I could see someone
ridiculous.
like I said, just
yeah,
be like,
I'll give you
50
$50
spot,
for it.
you know.
But it's like, how many people attended the wedding?
The wedding was 600.
So only 600 bags went out?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? At least half of them are keeping and want those bags?
Yeah.
And then you got another, quarter that probably lost them already, don't even know what they did with them.
Left them at the reception. Because there was
few got left there.
There was 2 separate receptions.
Oprah probably doesn't know what happened to it because she doesn't need it.
Yeah, she really didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
No, there's 2 receptions. You have the reception for everyone, and then you have the reception that's only limited to 200,
close.
the closest. That way they can cut loose, probably.
So did it only go to the 2?
No, it
went to the 6.
It went to everybody that was invited to the actual procession.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 $90,000 for a bag and a badge because everything else is probably gone because it was just cookies and chocolate and water.
I mean, that's
crazy.
How egotistical is it to put a coupon to your own shop, essentially, like your own memorabilia shop?
Fuck it, right?
I guess
they
when
made
you're the
it
royal
all.
family, you can do what the fuck you want, right?
Yeah.
Oldest monarch. Yeah, North Korea.
Interesting.
Now
the Royals.
The Royals.
Them there Royals.
So, a couple of weeks ago, we touched on a little bit of gun control.
Yeah.
A little bit of the Parkland shooting here in Florida.
Yeah, a little bit.
So we both kind of found this article.
Yeah.
And it's funny because one of the suggestions that we had was for states in terms of gun control is for states to use the NICS system, which is the background checking system. States, it's optional whether they use it or not. So what happens is you fill out a background check in the gun store, the gun shop, any place that needs a background check. They will submit. They submit it to the NICS system, the national something.
Which goes through a couple layers of checks, basically.
And every state has their own. There is a central database, but every state acts independently. And whether the state puts it through the central system or not is kind of up to them. So it's not necessarily that you're passing the background check, is you filled it out and they might not even be processing it,
Yeah.
So if it doesn't go through the NICS system, they really haven't done a background check.
Haven't done a full...
Basically, they've just checked your credit.
Haven't really done their full job.
Right? I mean, they just probably peeked at your credit score, essentially.
Yeah.
So an article came out yesterday. Florida did not run FBI background checks on gun buyers for a year because of a forgotten login.
Yeah, I saw that they actually revoked just under 300 concealed weapon permits because of this.
First off,
which I'm glad they did that.
100%.
That they revoked
100%.
them. I haven't gotten notice that mine's revoked, so I'm pretty sure I was before this happened.
But you don't have a felony, and you've never been...
Well, no, so it wouldn't have been revoked anyway. So I'm pretty sure there was probably more than the 291 people that went through in that time, but only that many were revoked.
Yep. This is alarming.
Yeah.
This is alarming. There's two things that are alarming here. One, that there's one person
that is in control of all this. That's
how,
ridiculous.
Like when people are like, everyone has guns, like has gun permits. Like if one person for an entire state
is doing all of them,
obviously we don't have a lot of people trying to get gun permits, right?
I mean, there's a lot, but
I'm not saying the numbers equate to the amount of guns on the street.
But I mean, how hard is it to input
right?
it? You know.
But you have one person, and she doesn't, or he doesn't. I believe it was a female.
It was a female.
Doesn't do their job for over a year because she forgot her login.
Yeah, she didn't know the password, and then she said, "I dropped the ball." That was her statement, basically. I dropped the ball. Yeah, no shit.
You dropped the ball. 17 kids died.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that's not completely your fault. The FBI, the sheriff's office never arrested the kid after, coming to his house a record 42 times.
Yeah,
there's
that was
a lot
ridiculous.
of other things that happen.
Yeah, of course.
But this is your one job.
But this could be
and you're
part
not
of it,
doing that. Let's say Joe Schmo goes and applies for a gun permit. He's had 3 psychiatric stays and a felony. He gets a gun, kills a woman and a kid, or kills a dad and a kid, or kills a kid, kills anyone.
Yeah.
That's on you. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
That is on you.
And this one might not, wasn't. He didn't have a permit, right? So he just happened to have access to the gun. But still, it doesn't mean that none of them, that there wasn't an issue.
Yep. And the her job title, falls under the Florida Department. No, where did I read this at? It falls under a certain. Because this is going to be a bigger issue.
Well, she's no longer working there.
I think it falls under the Florida. Yeah, it falls under the agricultural department, right? So that's the same department that Adam Putnam, I think his name is Adam Putnam,
Putnam,
is the head guy for. He's actually running for Florida governor, so good luck winning that one now.
Yeah, not sure that's going to happen.
So, I mean, she works directly for you.
He said that she worked there for 7 years, no longer works there, but she went 7 years without a problem. Well, clearly not.
Yeah, agricultural commissioner, that's what he is, yep.
Yeah, she said... on top of I dropped the ball. I know I did that. I should have been doing it, and I didn't.
And another alarming thing is, I like what he said. We immediately completed full background checks and applications in question, and ended up revoking 291 of them, like you said.
Yeah.
So in a matter of a day, they were able to do all of those. What if every state did that?
Yeah.
What we got 51 states, 50 states, who knows? Doesn't matter. 53.
She said she had been given responsibility for the checks in 2013 when she worked in the mailroom. I didn't understand why I was put in charge of it. That was her other statement.
That's not
good.
See,
that's the problem, is we're just putting some random person that has no clue or no care in charge of something like that.
Well, this goes back to the old thing, and I point this out all the time. Whenever I see 10 managers standing around, I'm the manager of this desk, I'm the manager of this desk.
Yeah.
Look, we got to quit this chief shit.
Yeah, exactly.
We have way too many chiefs.
It's your fucking job.
You don't need that many bosses.
Yeah.
Every job I've worked at, I've had 6 bosses.
Yeah.
I mean, we worked as carnies I worked 10, you did, I think, 7?
3.
See? See?
I got out quick, son.
Carney math.
In and out. Carney math.
Yeah. So, how many bosses did we have at any moment?
Fuck, first day I met you, there were you and 2 other people right there that day.
There was 3 of us,
Three
right?
I had to talk to right there.
Yep. And then right above me is your actual, like, your manager,
Actual
right?
boss.
Like, we supervise you.
You just kind of
then
manage,
there's
make
the
sure nothing
manager,
happens.
right? And then there's the director above her, and
Yep.
then the CEO, the bullshit.
Yeah, there's so
you
many
know,
levels.
And before you got there, we used to have these things called JEOs. So those are on-the-job trainers.
Yeah.
So they were like a step above the regular
Yeah,
employees,
yeah.
right? So imagine that. Like, I have to listen to the JEO in terms of how to do my job, but really and truly, they don't have any jurisdiction to, like, tell me I'm doing something wrong, right?
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Only the supervisor can, right? Imagine that. Like, how stupid is that? So, and stop this with all this chief shit. Stop promoting people to useless positions.
Yeah, obviously this wasn't a useless position, but you don't just take someone out of the mailroom and go, hey, here you go.
No, I'm saying, like, in terms of having, like when someone comes out and says, I didn't know why I was dumped this job and I got this in the mailroom. Like, this isn't a job for the mailroom. That's some idiot who probably, is middle-level chief.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, pass it on to somebody else.
Right? And granted, like, she screwed up royally. Like, there's no excuse for not doing this for a year.
Hey, you can't get in for a couple hours.
Yeah.
How about you go and talk to somebody? Hey, I can't get logged in. There's got to be a reset. There's got to be somebody else has the info. Call the fucking government and get the login. Like, what the fuck? There's ways to do this. Terrible.
Yeah, the lady's her last name was Wild. Wild didn't go through the proper channels to report the issue, choosing to send an email to the public email address for the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. Not even the department she works for. Her email was forwarded to the proper person, and she was informed the username she provided was wrong, so she didn't even have the username right.
God.
Wild was given the correct username, which hadn't been used for login in more than a month, but still reported experiencing issues. Mm-hmm. An employee at the FDLE, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, told Wild that he could help fix the problem, but she would have to contact him via phone call. He also reported trying to call Miss Wild, but she didn't pick up. Wild never called and never followed up with the email, opting instead to just not conduct the background checks.
Just not do it. Yeah, just not going to do it.
I don't want to talk to this guy on the phone.
I was supposed to.
He sounds a little sketch, so I'm just not going to do my job. Jesus Christ. Well, thankfully we found the problem. We got shit revoked.
Yeah. Fucking thank God.
And hopefully this is an eye opener. It's funny when two idiots sit on the runner-up couch and tell you exactly how to fix the problem, and they do that exact thing, and we end up revoking nearly 300 gun permits.
Yeah.
So
ridiculous.
Imagine what happens if you just sit down and have a normal conversation. Instead of drawing your line in the sands, I'm Democrat, I'm Republican, I'm independent,
this is
I'm whatever.
Where I sit. You're
I'm
wrong.
green,
I'm right.
Whatever. Just sit down, have a
real
goddamn
conversation. And don't fucking jump down someone's throat because they don't have the same opinion as you.
Don't go in there trying to prove someone wrong. Just state facts. Because guess what? At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
That's it.
That's all that matters. What does Ben Shapiro said? I think he says, "I don't care about your feelings. I just care about facts."
There you go.
That's it.
That's great.
That's all that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a good day for Florida, but a real bad time because it's not a good time to find something like that.
No, that's awful. That's awful.
I don't think there's ever a good time, but it couldn't have come at a worse time.
But with everything that's been going on the last couple of years,
hopefully more states get on that system.
Hopefully they make sure they're doing it right.
Yeah.
Because who knows where else it's going wrong. Well, I didn't have this article. I just happened to scroll down for a quick second and came across one. I'm not even going to open it. I'm just going to read the title and we can move on. I'm going to lighten the mood here a little bit.
Is it clickbait?
Of course. Man sues CVS for telling wife he had Viagra prescription.
Well, that's an infringement of his privacy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny, though. It's pretty funny. Man.
Obviously,
I guess you just can't.
Obviously, he
you
was
don't-
cheating on her at that point. I mean, that's just.
Well, that could be
I'm
it.
not going to say obviously, but that's
Well,
what I
no.
deduce.
No, I just wonder if it's like
Or maybe she doesn't know.
he's got to be that much of a man and just not let it. She's none the wiser. He just pops one every night or once a week or whatever their schedule is, and she'll never even know.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, clearly not going to have a good marriage.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
I got nothing to say about that.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know.
mean,
I just want to throw it out there.
no, I mean, obviously
across
it's
it real
bad.
quick.
I immediately went. My brain went right to cheating.
Oh, and it very, very possibly could be.
My brain went right to cheating. So
Very possibly could be.
Try Cialis. Probably won't give you as much of a headache. So there you go. I got some sports articles. If you want to get some sports, get off.
We can touch on sports a little bit.
So congratulations to the Golden State Warriors.
Came in hot.
Washington Capitals.
Yep,
NHL,
also
NBA.
Came in pretty hot there. Lost game 1, but then 4 straight.
A lot of people were ragging on LeBron. Because there are these people that state that he is the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Some of the analysts that refute that are, that are Jordan people.
Mm-hmm.
Their argument now is, well, if he was the greatest of all time, why didn't they win at least one game?
Yeah, I mean that's great, but it's not all up to LeBron as much as people want to say it is.
Look, when you look at the supporting cast of each team,
Absolutely.
when you go position by position, there's no way Cleveland wins that series.
It's a tough series. I mean, I was surprised. I didn't watch any of it. I was surprised that it was over in 4.
And what irritates me about that statement is people are like, oh, well, they should have won one. Well, they did win one game. They did. They won game 1. If it wasn't for J.R. Smith dribbling the ball out like an idiot.
They did have
right?
that.
So they and LeBron's gone on saying after that game he went into the locker room, he punched a wall, broke his hand. So he's basically playing with a broken hand for the rest of the series.
LeBron?
Yeah, he broke his hand.
Jesus.
He punched a wall, put his hand right through the wall. Yeah.
Game 1.
So I mean, we talk about LeBron a lot, so I'll move on. But I don't like that argument. I don't like that argument. I don't look. I think it's 1A, 1B. I think you put it best. Your quote you had. LeBron at his best is the best of all time, but Jordan is the all-around best of all time, right?
Yeah, something like that.
That's essentially what you said.
Yeah. I might have found that somewhere, but yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. Although there was this meme in our group text that I thought was pretty funny.
Oh, the Jordan one, yeah.
Well, Jordan one. So it says if you went to a girl's house 6 times and got the pussy all 6 times, and another dude went 8 times and only got the pussy 3 times, who the man?
Who the man?
Who the man? Pretty funny.
So I got a question for you.
Valid argument from Vintage Reynolds.
100%. I love the Jordan crying memes. Those are some of my favorites.
Those are hilarious.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think an 18-year-old should end up playing a professional sport, or do you think they should go to college for a couple years to develop?
Depends on the person. I think it depends. I don't think you have to go to college. I think you could use development, but case in point, LeBron James. We're just talking about him possibly being the greatest ever. He went straight to the NBA.
Yes, but he battled knee injury for the first 2.5 years because he was still growing as a person.
Of course.
Literal.
Yeah.
Anatomical growth.
Absolutely, but he still would have been playing those times. So it's like, what is it really? What's the difference? If he's playing hard in college or hard in, the NBA.
See, I think I agree. I don't think you should have to go.
No, I don't think you should have to. I think it's a good idea.
But I think
it's a good idea.
I think it would behoove players not to, just in the fact that it gives you time to develop your body.
Well, absolutely. But again, if you're a star player, they're going to play you every fucking minute of the game anyway. So it's kind of like,
because I'll be honest with you. I think it goes sport by sport. If I'm in the NFL, I'm not taking an 18-year-old.
No.
Those are men.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
If I'm in the NBA,
I agree. I think NFL, you definitely need that college time. NBA, it can go either way.
soccer, fine.
Baseball,
I do have a problem. I think you need a little bit of college before you head to the majors, only because you spend so much time in the minor leagues. And they have, like a 47-round draft. They're taking 800 minor leaguers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of busts in baseball.
Of course.
I think you should. I think it would help
some time.
most, right? And the reason why I brought up baseball specifically is we just had the 2018 MLB draft. In the first round, 17 of the 30 picks, 17 of the 30 picks were high schoolers.
Wow.
They took more high schoolers than kids in college
In the first round.
Wow. And I think that's alarming for me.
That is a little alarming.
Because there was one kid that was 17, but he somehow got around from finishing high school. Kind of like what
Yeah, you can finish when you're 17.
But he's gonna do it a different way. It's kind of what kid? Damn it, he's a great batter. Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper essentially was drafted when he was 17, and I don't believe he finished high school. I don't believe he finished high school. His parents use like a little loophole.
You should at least be required to finish high school.
Oh, 100%.
You should have to have a high school diploma.
And I know like the pay scale, because you don't really get contracts like you would in the Major League, the NFL and NBA.
No, especially not right away.
You get bonuses, right? And the bonuses, like for the first overall pick, was like $8 million this year. So I mean, the dollars going up for these bonuses. So I understand taking the $8 million just in case you are one of those busts, because there's so many, right?
Yeah,
and I get that.
Yeah.
But damn, I think honing your skills at a college where there's less pressure.
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
Would be a better option than you showing up to an advanced A, because you're going to go to an advanced A. You should go to advanced A. Farm team, maybe double A. Not many make it straight off double A. And being that kid, because you got to remember, a lot of these minor leaguers play for $1,000 a game, right? Then they're like 28, 29. They're just trying to live out their dream of one day getting one call up, just one chance,
Yeah.
So you roll in, you just got an $8 million bonus. Guys making $1,000 a game on Saturday, and you got $8 million in the bank, right? This guy's just going up there stroking 300 in minor league. You go up there, you start sucking.
Oh yeah.
Not good.
No, not
especially,
a good look.
And I understand from a pitching standpoint, because thankfully the Little League World Series, they're changing their regulations. They're constantly, making the pitch counts. They're constantly looking at pitch counts, trying to prevent burning someone's arm out, which I think is great.
Absolutely.
So I understand from a pitcher standpoint, hey, I need to get to the majors as quick as possible,
because
most pitchers don't make it to 30.
No.
If I make it to 30 and I haven't had Tommy John yet, it's a good day.
Yeah.
I counted up the amount of high schoolers, man, and I saw 17. I said, man,
that's ridiculous.
That is an insane
That is
amount.
a lot.
And what do these scouts see? Like, how do you go, man, that 18-year-old, that 17-year-old, that guy's it?
That's tough. Yeah, I mean, that's what they do. I don't know. That's a tough.
Because
tough goal. I mean, obviously you can tell when these kids are good, but it's tough to know how long that's going to last.
I think it's God, what is his name? The new head coach for Florida Atlantic, Lane Kiffin and Saban.
Mm-hmm.
I forget his first name. Nick Saban, head coach of Alabama football.
Yep.
They're notorious, specifically the quarterback position. They're notorious from getting verbal commits from 12 and 13-year-olds.
Jesus Christ.
Notorious. Verbals are soft. Obviously, you can back out of them, right?
Yeah.
But they're getting verbal commits. And I know Lane does it all the time because that quarterback's his thing. He does it all the time. I don't know, man. I don't know what you see in these kids. That's the kid, versus looking at a 22-year-old senior in college. He's probably got 20, 30 pounds on the 18-year-old, and he's through those growth spurts. He's pitched against good players.
Yeah.
I don't know how you go I'm going to take this 18-year-old over this 22-year-old or this 21-year-old. I don't know.
Yeah, that's tough. You don't have that experience.
That's why we're not paid to be scouts. I tell you that.
No. Yeah, I don't know. I guess get them while they're young. That way they last longer for you.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. I do think it would be better for them to have college experience, though. All around, across the board.
Yeah, I think the MLB does it the worst. They have that one rule where you have to do 1 year, and it's like, what do you do at that point? You're literally just going to be.
Yeah, what's the point?
You're going in to be a freshman, and then you're just bouncing out after the first year.
Yeah, what's
and
the
honestly,
point?
You're fucking up these college teams because there's so much money tied up in college sports that they need to be at the pinnacle.
Yep.
You know,
now you're gonna
I
have
think you're
this
just screwing up these
jump
college
in
teams
for 1 year.
And honestly, you're just going to take the bottom of bottom classes. I mean, I'm not saying they do, but that's probably what I would do.
Mm.
You know, if I knew like, hey, in 1 year, bearing any big injury, I'm gonna be a lottery pick, a top 15 pick in the draft.
A few easy classes.
I'm gonna take easy classes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay out of trouble. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Hmm. Yeah, that is
because normally
it's a little alarming that the numbers are so.
Well, because normally it's like a handful of high schoolers.
50%.
Yeah, but 17 of 30.
Yeah.
No,
it's a lot.
And I guess the last topic we should touch on is it's been a pretty tough week, specifically on the suicide front.
Yeah, it has.
We lost Kate Spade. She was the founder and creator of the Kate Spade purses, and
that's what you're telling me. Honestly, I don't think I'd ever even heard of her.
I know they had a partnership with Apple making like cases for MacBooks and iPhones and stuff, and apparently, like 10 years ago, she sold the company, and she made like X amount of millions of dollars, whatever. But she hung herself and by her door handle of her bathroom, or I believe it was the bathroom. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And we found out it was a scarf, so you can imagine how difficult it was.
Yeah. Doesn't sound very easy.
No.
Yeah, and then we had
and then the one that really hit home for me was Anthony Bourdain. Yeah,
that was tough. That was tough. That one kind of baffles me a little.
For me, a lot of people that knew Anthony Bourdain knew him from his TV shows, his food TV shows, and honestly, the food aspect of it was just the premise. It really wasn't the sustenance. The sustenance was him going to corners of the world that people either didn't know or were too afraid to even think about going.
Yeah.
And he went there in open arms and really embraced these cultures and
really dove in.
He gave people in America the chance, wherever his TV shows played, he gave them a chance to see these places, like one of the I was talking about the episode in the Congo.
Yeah.
The episode in Iran.
Yep.
Just sitting there and these people just opening their arms to him. Just unbelievable hospitality, And conversely, he went over there and proved to them that we're not what the TV shows.
Yeah. I mean, there's obviously some of that, but we're not, that's not everybody.
And we joked about this earlier. I have firsthand knowledge of this, and I didn't really know how bad it was. But, I've mentioned this before. My girlfriend is from Taiwan.
Yeah.
Her parents live in Taiwan. She stayed with us a couple of weeks in December. She stayed with us for about a week over the Christmas break, and her parents made a comment, hey, don't drink every day, because that's what Americans do, and my parents don't drink. I drink when socially. But that's what they see on the TV. Her grandmother asked if I had tattoos, because every person on the American style television has tattoos.
Yeah.
Her mom's heard my name quite a few times, and she asked how Michael was, because Michael's a common American name.
American white name.
Yeah. So it gave these people a chance to see that we're not Honey Boo Boo on the damn television, or whatever the hell show they're watching, the Kardashians. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's one thing that I've gotten from traveling so much.
Yeah, you have firsthand
in the last
knowledge
7 years is, you go to these places and, a lot of them you have some thoughts of, but you don't really know what to expect. I mean, all of them you don't really know what to expect until you get there, but it's really eye-opening to see how all these different countries are, and also just to kind of see that, everybody's got their issues. Everybody wants to bitch about America. Well, go somewhere else and tell me how good it is.
Yep.
It's just eye-opening, and it's great to immerse yourself in different cultures like that and really understand how these people live and what they go through, and what they cherish and what they see as priorities, and how they eat, and I mean just everything. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, he was definitely a pioneer for a lot of those things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's unfortunate. I mean, I didn't know much of his backstory, but I knew he had a substance abuse issue. I knew he was a drinker.
Still, I believe a fairly heavy drinker, probably.
Yeah.
But definitely a lot of substance abuse in the past, from being a heroin addict, probably to doing any drug he could get his hands on.
Yeah, I heard it was heroin, and LSD was another big one. He liked the psychedelics.
Yeah. The thing for me is like, it kind of just goes to show you that you never know, but it's like, to me it's a tough one, because it's like, well, he kind of beat heroin.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not an easy thing to do, but then you still go and take your life. I don't know. It's very weird to me.
Yeah, you're not in their mind. You don't know what's going on.
Well, that's just it.
And I think at some point, and this is, again, speculation, but I think at some point the person just doesn't want to fight anymore.
Yeah.
Or
just can't.
Or can't, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely I don't agree with it. I don't think it's I do think it's a little selfish.
Yeah.
But I'm also not that person, so it's tough to understand why you would do that.
Yeah, they both left behind two young. Well, each of them one. They each left one young kid. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's tough.
And it is. There is a selfish aspect to this, and it's something that shouldn't be ignored.
Because now you've just ruined that kid's life.
Yeah.
I mean, now what are they gonna do when they get older? It's like you're just setting the precedent.
Yeah. It's unfortunate all the way around. It is, and I know the kid's got to carry that for the rest of their life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bourdain was pretty big for the Me Too movement. Because his longtime girlfriend, she was allegedly raped. And I'll say allegedly because
Oh yeah, nothing.
You only get the one side of the story, and I don't want to say he did or did not. But she said that that Harvey Weinstein raped her when she was 21 at the Cannes Film Festival. That was the proving ground. That's where he used to prey on women. So, and he was pretty instrumental in talking
people
out
looking
about
to get stardom at a film festival.
Yeah. No, it's a sad day. It's an epidemic.
Yeah.
It is truly an epidemic. Robin Williams was one that was hard for me.
That was a tough one
because I just didn't see that one. Like with Anthony Bourdain, you knew when you watched him, you knew that there was a demon in there. You know.
Well, he
didn't
definitely
know,
had demons.
You didn't know what it was, right?
But you also like that's I think for me is like it seemed like he was kind of past it. That's why it was so weird.
Yeah. I mean, I was definitely shocked, but like Robin Williams was one that was hard for me.
See that one, I guess I had done some, I'd watched a lot of stuff on him and done some research on him in the past, so I knew he was struggling with demons and stuff. He struggled with depression for a long time.
Yeah, I had no idea.
So I kind of already knew that. So when it happened, it was obviously a shock because he's been struggling with it for so long, and then he's gets this far in his career and his life, and then it happens, and it's just kind of like, I don't know. So that was definitely a shock, but the actual happening wasn't really a shock to me at all.
Yeah.
Not that I expected it to happen, but I knew there were some
No.
issues there,
Yeah, no, it's I don't know, man. If you're ever struggling, man, it's always good to talk to people. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just get out there and tell somebody.
Talk to people. There's always someone to
Whether
help.
it's a relative, a friend, a professional. There's always somebody that can help.
Yeah, it's just having two back to back like that, and then I think we just had one that we're not going to talk about because they haven't said either way.
Yeah, but
there's a potential third
death
for this week just to
Yeah.
close out the week. So
pretty crazy.
he was an inspiration to people. He inspired people to go try different things and embrace other cultures.
Yeah, absolutely.
So. Well, I think this is the time where I give out the helplines if you're thinking about if you're depressed or suicidal.
Hey, you know what? If you're listening to this and you are, then
if you are depressed or suicidal, it's 1-800-273-TALK. 1-800-273-TALK.
yeah, that's unfortunate, but it's there if you need it. So
It's always. I mean, talk about it. It's not taboo. You know? Everyone
that's
has.
the thing, yeah.
Everyone has. Everyone has their own demons, their own problems, and it's okay to reach out, and it's okay to admit to these thoughts.
Well, that's it.
I think.
Big part of it is just admitting there's something going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's and you can also text help in all capitals, or I think it's a talk. Yeah, it's talk. You can text to 741-741. Yeah, they even have a text line. They got some.
That's good. That's smart.
Text you back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's smart. Good to have that. Wow.
Yeah, I mean we found a way to talk about Me Too.
You found a way.
I
think the only thing we didn't do.
We talked a lot about LeBron. I mean, we're keeping the checks off.
We got the salt. We got the LeBron, but we haven't been sponsored yet tonight.
Yeah, we kind of blew the sponsorship at the golf course.
I'd say we blew it.
Yeah, heat stroke.
But we do have a special sponsor. Maybe take a quick little swig of it.
Yeah, might as well.
Can't not be sponsored. You did put always sponsored.
We are always sponsored. So today's podcast is going to be sponsored by Crown Royal Special Edition Bourbon Mash.
Oh yeah, haven't
the
had it yet.
Blenders Series.
Haven't had it.
Crown Royal's Bourbon Mash showcases the warm vanilla and subtle oaky notes of our bourbon mash whiskeys. Among the most flavorful and complex of our 5 unique whiskeys that comprise the extraordinary Crown Royal Signature Blend. This signature I'm sorry, this special blend is a richly layered, perfectly balanced whiskey that has the complexity of a bourbon with the signature smoothness of Crown Royal. Age limit for drinking in the U.S. is 21. Please drink responsibly.
Get you some. Crack her open. Give it a swig.
Getting that aroma.
Getting that scent going. Get that scent going. How is it?
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah? Good stuff?
Oh, that's wonderful. That's one of the smoothest crowns I've ever had, yeah.
That is nice. Yeah, it's definitely got that bourbony oaky flavor to it.
Yeah.
But it's got that traditional Crown flavor there too. Yeah, that's good. That's a good
wonderful.
sponsor.
Yeah. Get yourself a bottle. It's a special dish. Probably not going to last that long.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Because it is some kind of special something. But, yeah, I don't know. Get it. Blender Series. Doesn't say special edition. So they might.
It says it at the bottom. Because I read the whole paragraph there.
Oh, okay.
It's part of the signature series, right? The
The
Blender series.
Series. So however long they decide to do that for, but definitely a good drink. Well,
I think we're wrapping up.
I think we covered all our bases then.
Yep.
Couldn't finish without a sponsor.
Yep. And like we said, guys, if you're having thoughts about suicide, depression, you think you might be bipolar, you have substance abuse issues, drug, alcohol addictions, talk about them. It's important.
Yes.
It's important to talk about
it out there.
It's no longer taboo, okay? You're the only person in the closet.
Yep.
You're honest to goodness. More times than not, most people have thoughts of suicide, from time to time.
Some kind of issue.
Right? And because it's just that's you having a bad day.
Yeah.
It could just be a bad day.
You're at.
Yep. Shout out the numbers one more time. 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. Or text help or talk. I can't get the website says both. Maybe either work.
Maybe either or.
Help or talk to 741-741. We love you.
Dose 741-741, right?
Yeah, 2 times. 741-741.
You're not just saying
6 digits.
Yeah. Okay.
6 digits.
Perfect.
We love you. Hell, shoot us an email.
Yeah.
If you're having a problem, shoot us an email.
We'll talk about it. Get you a little good brother help.
Try to help you out. Hey, the good brothers are here to help. This is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
This is a lifestyle. We live the good brother lifestyle.
All right. Well,
we love you.
Till next week. We'll be posting more episodes soon come. And yeah.
Like a flame burns a candle.